Welcome to the Women in Leadership Body, Mind, Soul, and Business podcast. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Heather. And together we are working to connect women in leadership and business, empowering each other, improving the health and wellness of our community, body, soul, and mind, connecting to the heart and soul of who we are and what we do.
Oh, today, you guys, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get started. We are going to talk about affirming your intention.
We were talking about
confidence building
this week, and we were also talking about doing something for meditation, and Charlie was pulled to revisit the IRES book.
Yeah.
So we haven't talked about this book in a while, but this is a really amazing book.
It is, and I have tabs all over it.
She's highlighted it. This is really good book if you feel like you need to work through your PTSD. Besides getting a counselor and using all the resources on our website, this is a very good tool.
This is an amazing resource. Not only does it have the scientific studies and things in it, but it also has practical activities and things that you can do. But today we're going to talk about the second tool of IRES, which is affirming your intention, which is important for all of us.
So I love this because we just talked about reviewing our 1 year, and we talked about all these things and like, how could you do that? Like, how would somebody else step in and do what we just did in the last year for themselves? So I feel like this is the perfect tool of how to practice that.
Okay. So I like to call fall, back to school time, like the mom new year.
Right.
Because that's when we actually get to get back in a routine and get to do things.
Reset
after
for
the summer.
us, right? Because we get into the school routine because that's most of our life, right? With our kids. It's like, as the school dictates the schedule of what life is happening.
Right. And I really wanted to. This is distracting me.
It was clicking. I don't know if anyone else can hear it.
This affirming your intention, this book, this practice here, is part of our 100 Days of Meditation Challenge, which we haven't really talked about in a while, but we still have been doing. I think we're on day 70 something. I'll have to look at the calendar and see, but I have been intentionally practicing meditation every day, even if it's first thing in the morning before I get out of bed, or last thing I do at night before I go to sleep. And sometimes it's both.
Right. We were also given the homework of adding that in for my son and I, of just some simple breathing exercises, and doing that every day with him, and taking at least 10 minutes for myself.
Right. And meditation can look like many things. It could be walking, it could be moving, it could be if
so we're not sitting in the closet with our jeans necessarily saying Om every single time we meditate.
Right.
So there's many forms of meditation, which we spent the first 50 days of the challenge talking about every single day. It was 50 different ways. So at least 30.
Right.
I don't know. We made pretty far through doing every single day. So
intentions represent powerful internal statements that help you fulfill your heartfelt mission. That's your passion, your jam, right? Like a compass, intentions keep you on course so that you can accomplish your goals. Like the banks of a river, your intentions keep you flowing in the right direction.
So intentions are the things that you are choosing to show up for every day that reinforce your passions.
Yes. And they can be both short and long-term goals that help you harness your desire to achieve those bigger goals.
Let's say that more fun. Short and long-term plans that help you harness your desires to achieve your goals.
Yes.
Just grab on.
Like, harness those desires.
If you're like not wanting to just like get out of bed every single day and show up for what you're doing, then we're not harnessing that energy.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about.
Right.
So how
where's
can
your
you tap in
passion?
that?
Why you started and how excited you were when you started your business? Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Is it still there?
Where's the spark hiding?
Where'd it go?
In the noise of everything.
If you feel
Wow.
like you've lost your spark, give us a call and let's have a chat. But we are here to love and support you. Okay.
Yes.
Intentions can also focus on working with a specific emotion, belief, or issue that keeps coming up in your life.
Maybe this is the thing that keeps
Right.
coming up, right?
Mhm.
Every time this happens, this is my response to it. So what
Let's
can I
break the
do?
cycle, right?
Yeah.
It's that awareness piece, right?
Always starts with the awareness.
And of course, intentions are what support you to complete your healing of PTSD. If you have some, you can read more in this wonderful book.
So say that again. Intentions are what support you to complete
your healing of PTSD.
So you are intending to heal. Ooh,
Mhm.
that's powerful.
Well, we all know that manifestations or intentions are very powerful energetically. They're
Hear those words.
very powerful for your mind. So, and setting intentions even around your own health and your mental well-being when dealing with PTSD or other issues can be extremely powerfully helpful.
Right.
So, if you are struggling, please see your doctor.
I like how in the 4 agreements we talk about always doing our best.
Mhm.
And when I intend to see that others are also only doing their best, it changes how I respond to the situation, right?
Right. And speaking of 4 agreements, we're getting ready to go through the 4 agreements for
I can't wait.
November, December reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think it's going to start
Charlie's
sometime in October, actually.
Charlie, the last quarter, our season 5, we're going to be doing the 4 agreements, which is kind of funny.
It is.
Because
It's awesome.
It's a lot. It's a little book with a lot of going on.
This moment with feeling. Like your heartfelt mission, your intentions emerge from within you. These are statements you affirm with deep feeling and determination in the present moment. So these things can change from time to time because it's right now. What is your intention? Instead of saying, I will stop smoking, you affirm, I am a non-smoker. Okay. Instead of saying, I can practice this every day, you affirm, I practice this every day. When you affirm your intentions, say what you mean and mean what you say. Right? We've all heard that.
Because we have to build that trust with ourselves. So we have to build that trust of doing that within ourselves.
I like how you came back to trusting yourself because there's nobody you should ever disappoint. Never disappoint yourself.
Yeah.
You should never disappoint yourself. It's okay to disappoint other people because you are being true to you. It's never okay to disappoint yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, is that hard to have a teenager. You're like, oh, okay.
So by saying what you mean and meaning what you say, you are living in your reality in this and every moment of your life. You are living in reality if you're boom, do it.
So if we were use that on the 1 year statement from our last podcast,
let's go over that again.
Okay. So 1 year like that, say it like that. No, say it
make
like
them affirmations. I
am showing up every single day.
I am not hiding.
I am doing the next right step.
I am having deep conversations.
I am never stopping.
I am believing in myself.
I am trusting myself.
I am trusting others.
I am trusting the pole.
I am trusting myself.
So important for us to trust ourselves.
It is very important for us to trust
I like
ourselves.
that affirming a statement. That's really neat.
So in affirming your intention as a practice, here's an exercise to help you pinpoint what your intentions might be.
I like that. So like you're like, oh, that's great that you got those down because you spent some time and you've had a whole year of doing this, Heather. But how the heck do I start?
Right.
I love it.
In your journal. So if you don't have a journal, get one, get a notebook, whatever.
Open up a chat on your phone and send it to us.
Or send it to yourself too.
Or send it to yourself.
You can do that. In your journal, write down your answers to these questions. Your answers make up your intentions. Number 1, what are the intentions that I wish to affirm today?
I liked talking about this in reference to like saying you had to go to like a family party that's triggering or an event that you know is going to be triggering. You can have the intention of showing up in a way that, you know, I'm going to show up and be there for my friend by, you know, and give yourself really clear parameters.
For often what I will do with family gatherings and things, because we all know family gatherings can be pretty triggering sometimes, is I set a time limit. Like I am going to stay for an hour and a half. I'm going to stay for 2 hours. Or, you know,
you give an end time to it.
Yes.
So setting the intention that I'm not going to be there for 55 hours.
Right. And it's okay to it's okay to set that time limit and be able to leave and not feel obligated to stay
because you've shown your family love.
Made you feel guilty or something.
Well, hand the guilt back.
Right.
Well, we don't do shoulds. We don't do guilt. We don't do, because it's not about them. It's about us at that moment.
Right.
And their guilt and their shame is about themselves.
Right.
So that's for agreement.
Tell them to pack their bags for their own guilt trip.
Like, dang.
Okay. Next question. What are the intentions that best support living my heartfelt mission today? This is like saying, what are you going to do today that support your heartfelt mission? What are you doing right now today? What can you change? What can you do right now today?
It's that next right step. Right?
It's that next right step piece. Okay, second step. After you write down the words and phrases that make up your intentions, take time to sense how each word or phrase rings true in your body and your mind. So when you say, I am showing up every single day, does that resonate with you? Does that feel good to you? Are you like, yeah,
I can do that.
Right?
I can show up every day for myself.
I am not hiding. How does that feel to you? When you say these things, I am, how does that feel? If it doesn't feel good to you, get rid of it, pick a different word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, the thesaurus can be fun at this moment, right? Google the thesaurus. You can use your fancy devices, talk to them and ask them for other words.
Okay, so once you get them down, arrange them in order of their importance to you.
So if you have like more than one intention, pick the one that is like, this is the absolute.
Okay. Step 3, circle 1, 2, or 3 of the words or phrases that feel most important to you. When you read them, where do you feel that in your body, in your heart? What feels the most intense, right? Arrange them so that they form your intention. Then repeat your intention several times to embed it in your memory. Another thing you can do is like write it on your mirror with like a dry erase marker, an expo marker, a Sharpie. Mirrors clean.
You can set a reminder on your phone, like a task or even an event for yourself to just remind yourself over over the course of the day of the same things that you want. Because the more you're using your affirmations that you write, you're affirming your intentions, the more you're replacing the old ways of thinking and responding to yourself.
Okay. And there's a few examples of intentions here that I'm going to read to you, and I want you to say them out loud to yourself to see how that feels in your body. I am respectful of and maintain healthy boundaries with others and myself.
I am respectful of and maintain respectful boundaries with myself and others. Ooh, with myself.
You felt that tingle, did you?
I did. I was like, ooh.
I
That's
know
good.
when I'm reactive and I respond appropriately.
I know when I'm reactive and respond appropriately. Owning that is really amazing feeling, actually.
It's freeing.
It really is.
I'm kind and non-judgmental toward others and myself.
I'm kind and unjudgmental towards others and myself.
Stop judging yourselves.
No more.
No more. I practice daily. I enrich every aspect of my own life.
I practice daily. I enrich my own aspects of my life.
Every aspect of my life.
Every aspect. I enrich every aspect of my life.
How does that feel?
Like I want to cry.
Because you know you're not doing enough to
like
you feel.
I feel like I want to do more to do that, right? Like that's
does that
a
empower
beautiful
you?
way to like
build your confidence.
That's how I stand it. You know, I come into the day, right? Like,
okay, a couple more. My relationship with myself and others is a source of harmony and love.
Ooh, my relationship with myself and others
is a source of harmony and love.
Wow.
How are you vibing with your tribe?
Yeah, if it's not in harmony and love, like, is that the thing? Like,
I show up on time.
I show up on time.
I speak my truth with kindness in each and every moment.
I speak my truth with kindness in each and every moment.
Now, can we talk about that for a minute? There's some people out there who believe that speaking your truth, it's okay to be mean.
Somehow
that defeats the purpose. It's never okay to be mean just because. You can speak your own truth without being rude or condescending or
I'm sorry, I have that show. I love that for you. That's what I went like. I love that for you. Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about. So think about that. Like, are you saying that to yourself?
Yeah. As you consider your positive intentions, write down any negative opposites that may arise at the same time. Right? That's you in your head.
Right.
Negative, right?
Negative
You'll
Nelly.
learn in detail how to work with these negative opposites later on. For now, just note them in writing. Write them down. Okay. It's helpful to find one or two words that best represent your intention. For instance, I say yes when I mean yes, and I say no when I mean no, can be summed up with one word: truth. The intention, I eat and drink for health, vitality, and energy, can be summed up by the words energy and health. Find one or two words that best represent your intention. During your practice, as well as throughout your day, when you're reminding yourself of these things, when you're going through your intentions, and during your day's review, affirm your intentions as statements of fact that you take to be true about yourself right now in this present moment. That's the most important piece. During your practice, as well as throughout your day, and Oh, I already read that part. I did.
I did. Yeah.
Affirm your intentions with deep feeling and certainty. Experience this deep feeling and certainty in your body and your mind, and you will experience these things in your body. If you sit whatever meditation looks like for you in these words of affirmation, in these intentions for yourself, how does that feel in your body?
Well, I think it was Maria was talking about, like, even if you say my name is Heather and then I say my name is Charlie, like, well, that's not true. You can feel it in your body if you're paying attention.
And if I say my name is Heather, it feels like it automatically makes my throat scratchy.
I want to be like, what?
Okay. But again, it goes back to really truly listening to our bodies, because our bodies know what is right and true for us, even though we were taught by domestication to ignore our own inner knowing.
Yeah.
Why? Because if we have power and control over our own inner knowing, we have peace. And peace does not go well with capitalism.
It doesn't.
Let's just be honest here. You're taught to want things and to need things,
external things, and you're taught not to listen to this because they want to put information in.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you're taught how to control your feelings, right? Instead of actually show them.
You're taught not to have feelings.
You're taught not to have feelings.
We shut them down and we hold them and put them with a big bow on them, and we be emo.
Mm-hmm.
And we be very sarcastic.
Okay, so one more time. One more time. Should I read through the affirmations again?
Read those one more time for us.
I am respectful of and maintain healthy boundaries with others and myself. I know when I'm reactive and I respond appropriately. I'm kind and non-judgmental toward others and myself. I practice daily. I enrich every aspect of my life. My relationship with myself and others is a source of harmony and love. I show up on time. I speak my truth with kindness in each and every moment.
All right.
And then to wrap up today's podcast,
we are already valid.
We are already enough.
You are already amazing.
We love you, and we'll see you next time.
Namaste.
Mwah! As entrepreneurs, we feel it is our duty to give. This quarter's cause of the quarter is the Tears Foundation. The Tears Foundation seeks to compassionately lift a financial burden from families who have lost a child by providing funds to assist with the cost of burial or cremation services. They also offer parents comprehensive bereavement care in the form of grief support groups and peer companions. To find out more or to donate today, go to thetearsfoundation.org. Thank you for joining us today on the Women in Leadership Body, Soul, Mind, and Business podcast. Please download the podcast on your favorite podcast player. We love you, and we will see you next time. Namaste.